of shook for a minute. I'm like, Larry Hoover sitting there talking to El Chapo in Spanish? Baba speaks Spanish. He was sitting right there. But in the course of the conversation with El Chapo, his wife went to court like a week and a half ago with a 6-point star on her neck. That was a message. They didn't look, they emphasized it in the newspaper article, the fact that she came to court wearing a 6-point star. She ain't never professed to be Jewish, nor did El Chapo. That star has nothing to do with Judaism, Zionism, or any of those other isms. That's an ancient symbol of the tribes that's been around for thousands of years. You could see it in the old weavings that our women used to do from way back. It's a tribal banner. I mean, shit.
Starseed.
I just told you he in Raven Rock, Colorado. But he have made trips to Ghana and Liberia since he been out. But those are all what you call above top secret classified travels. So he's traveling in something. He's probably traveling with Donald J in Air Force One, because it's tops. It's, you know, I'm telling it because I don't give a flying fuck. We done with these motherfuckers. They lost. We won.
That's right.
Right. So I want y'all to know that they running a story narrative in our face to deceive us about the leadership. I want y'all to know that we not buying that shit. I want y'all to know that ain't shit going on in Washington. All that shit made up, scripted. Old footage from years ago that they rehashing, telling you some shit going on, but everything, boy, it's walls around everything, but in the new footage that's coming out of these protests, ain't no walls. So, man, I just see, my man was just over there a week ago and sent me the video. He said, "Dang, bro, you was right. This shit closed like a motherfucker. Ain't nothing going on over here." Showing me all of the motherfucking walls and shit they got. Ain't none of that shit in these protest videos. I'm like, what is these people watching? This is some stage show ass shit, CGI or something, because that shit not going on for real, for real. Anybody in DC watching right now, let me know, because you're gonna be the next person I'm gonna call in here. Just because if that protest shit they talking about happened in DC really went down, these people seen a whole bunch of travelers coming into town. So if you're in this video watching right now, you in DC, I want to know, did y'all have a whole bunch of motherfucking traffic all of a sudden pop up in the last 3 days? I want to know from somebody that's there, boots on the ground, because the shit that I'm seeing on TV is not matching the shit that I've already seen in live footage.
That's that other shit, man. That's that wag the dog. What's that lawyer name they gonna bring out right after the words? That black lawyer.
Oh, you talking about Ben Crump, dusty ass?
Yeah, Ben Crump. They gonna bring the Ben Crump. They pulling the Ben Crump on us, man.
I don't know.
Hey,
what they got that. I want Cochran back. Fuck Ben Crump. I want Cochran back.
Right? Hey, what city was Larry Hoover? Wasn't it Chicago where Larry Hoover was?
Yes, he from Chicago.
Yeah, this dude right here was born in Chicago too in 1944. This agent right here. He was born in Chicago.
Larry wasn't born in Chicago. Larry and Angel Bay was born in Mississippi. They moved to Chicago as little boys.
Okay. Yeah, so it's got to be a connection with this dude being sent to the same prison, born in Chicago. He's selling some kind of secret to the Russians. He a killer clown, a rogue killer clown. Yeah, it's got to be something with this, bro. I'm gonna look into this, bro, a little bit more.
I'm something with this. I'm probably have you send me information, have me look into it, because
I sent some of it to you already. Yeah, because this dude, this is really funny, man.
Yeah, it sounded like to me you reviewing a bunch of cold flips.
Yeah, he's from Chicago, 1944, born in Chicago. He died supposedly June 5th, 23, in the same prison as Larry Hoover now. This dude was a rogue
from Louisiana. Yeah. Look,
Northwestern. He went to Northwestern University. Oh shit, that's in Louisiana.
Look, Tukey from Louisiana. All these are Mississippian clans, by the way.
Knox College. Knox College.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
William Howard Taffy. Yeah, it's some connection with this dude, man. You know what I think this dude's gonna sell him? whatever he was selling the Russians, they said it was a threat to national security. The same thing they
Look,
said
look, look,
about
look.
Gen 4.
Look what I'm pinning up here.
I wish I could see your screen, man. Y'all see raw screen? Damn, man. They won't let me see your screen, bro.
Yeah, so look, Carmel Curl said, nope, ain't nothing going on in DC. I know it's some made up shit.
Look at
I mean,
that.
it
Ain't that
didn't look,
something?
it didn't even make sense that all because they didn't have time to take all them damn walls down from the last time I
Mm-hmm.
seen them to now to this protest that don't got no walls. That shit just didn't make no sense.
It's a pre-recording. I
Or
wagged it
CG, it
out.
could be CGI, it could be studio recordings.
Yeah,
Somebody
you right. I think
said
it's
they closed.
CGI, bro.
Yeah, they've been closed the tunnels in DC. They had a whole fucking underground firefight right outside of it was closer to Virginia than DC, closer to the CIA headquarters, Langley. It was closer to
Mm-hmm.
Langley than it was DC. And they went in that motherfucker because they had it's a park up there. They had a door in them. Remember Baba talked about them doors in the middle of nowhere? It was
Mm-hmm.
one of them. And they went in that motherfucker and they had a whole fucking firefight. That was fucking damn near 3 years ago. All that shit been, everything we seeing now is some old shit being played out to hold the narrative and play. This shit is over with.
Somebody said Tyler that they shoot that shit at Tyler Perry Studios, and it could be true because I live right next to Tyler Perry Studios, and I've been seeing a lot of weird shit going on over there. I live right next to it, and I've been hearing a lot of guns. They had like these shootings and everything, but it be coming from over there on Tyler Perry Studios. So they could be staged. Man, they don't tell them what's going on over there, bro. I'm telling you,
Listen,
you
I
can't even
did a
see over the fence,
look, because
huh?
people be thinking I be just making shit up or I be pulling shit out my ass. I put a whole post up on the studios recording. You got Donald J. Trump. Somebody put a post up. It's like, why Donald Trump look like he on the set of The Office? Man, I was dying laughing looking at that shit.
He probably fell out the chair laughing at that shit. Yeah, hey man. Well, I ain't gonna hold him up. I think somebody else today was trying to get in. Hey, Rod,
Yeah,
we
I'm
gonna
about
be
to
on.
I'm gonna
Just
let
take
you
another
out, man.
call, Rod.
We gonna do another class soon, Elder.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what it's
I'll
going.
hit you up tomorrow. We gonna see when we gonna do it.
Okay,
All right. What do?
what I do?
So I kind of wanted to follow up on the White House thing. I just actually had a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So if they sort of like to flip things, is it possible that the White House that we see right now is actually not the real White House?
You absolutely 100% correct because the real White House is called Casablanca and it's in Morocco.
Okay, that's really interesting. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. Like it just came to my mind as soon as Young Elder said that. I was like, okay, that might be true.
Yeah. So if you translate White House into Latin, it comes or Spanish, it comes out Casablanca or Casablanco. It's Blanca because it's Mama house. It's Blanco if it's Papa's house.
Okay. And also, I just had a quick question. I've had a few questions actually that I've been meaning to ask
You
you.
good? Thanks. I'm here.
All right, I kind of wrote them down. Just give me 1 second. All right, so somebody was actually talking about this earlier. I was watching a video that said we might be from the future, right? Um, and it just got me thinking: is this possible that this might be true? That we came from the future, and we came into the past? And how I kind of want to look at this is like, if you look at the future, right? Because it's like you going up, or almost like gas, how things got to speed up. And it's like how we kind of moving right now, the cycle that we're moving into, time is speeding up and we're moving into the future. So I was thinking, right, that when we caught into this physical body, matter slows down, which also slows down the vibration and the rhythm, which is almost like slowing down time. So it's possible that when we incarnate into the future. Sorry, when we incarnate into the past, but because we also our consciousness, it's like we in the future as well. So
When
I
you
just
not
want to see if you can talk about that a little bit.
when you're not in the physical body, you can see past, present, and future at one time. And there's no concept of time unless you're in the 3D reality, because the time is part of the construct that separate events so that we can be able to navigate the 3D reality without doing everything at once. When you're not in the physical body, you don't perceive the concept of time. So you're in the future, but you also in the past. But it's the perpetual now, right? So it's where the energy is most concentrated that allows us to see any particular focal point in time. Most of the 3D world is what we call a illusion. And that's why Noble Drew Ali said, man is truth and falsehood strangely mixed. The falsehood is the meat suit, the corpus, the zombe, the physical vessel. The truth is the light body, the non-ether, the whole light being who incarnates. So in order to make the whole light being accept the artificial matrix, it has to go through a period of maturity. So this is why you have to be born a baby to come into the 3D. And you can go through the portal of life, which is a uterus. You can't get here no other way. Now they making artificial uteruses in laboratories and shit.
Yeah, that's just
But if
look
we
crazy.
follow nature, you have to come through the yoni in order to touch this motherfucking realm. Ain't
Right.
no other way in unless you use some spooky science.
Exactly. You got a touchdown in the Black Woman's Lodge, which makes us Masons.
Mm-hmm. Mama's boys. Right. So the whole thing is at the feet of the master, every child get his first drops of wisdom that falls from the lips of the mother as they sit at the feet of the master. We all thinking these some old men that's just old and wise. No, these are wise women. They called them witches and hunted them down because they knew that they could conjure their way out of the situation and they didn't want that to happen.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, so another question I wanted to ask about, like, what's your thoughts on the solar eclipse? Because I know I've been looking into it, man, and it's like what they be telling us about solar eclipses, it don't make no sense. It don't
Yeah,
make no sense. So I just feel like there's something up about that.
only people can really explain this solar eclipse we just had is a 5%er. Because when we was looking at it, we was actually seeing a symbol. The 7 with the woman and the child. And the crescent moon in the 7, or it's the woman bending over to the child in the sun, the symbol of the 5% nation. That's what we was looking at because Venus reflection was shining right through at the same time that the eclipse began to happen, and it looked like the woman was standing there facing the moon, and the
Y'all can't
child was right under her.
That's crazy. Hold on.
Mm.
Yeah, my camera real bad right now. My bad. Keep talking.
Yeah, so what we was looking at is all of these things is coming together now. We done seen the FOI flag and the stars in the last 3 years. We've seen the Nubian star and crescent in the last 3 years. The only one we hadn't seen was the woman and the child in the sun, and that was the 5% symbol that was played out as a stellar event, as above, so below, macrocosm, microcosm. So the only people that can really tell us the truth about the meaning of that solar eclipse is those who has gotten high enough in the nation of gods and earth and some fruit that's close closer to the top know the same information, and they can break that symbol down and tell you what that eclipse was. But it's all just stellar signs because we on a galactic clock and an Earth clock,
Yeah,
and they gonna have to.
I was just thinking that. I was like, it's probably like related to the time, almost like when you're reading let's say the big hand and the little hand. Okay, the big hand says 3, the little hand says 10, so you're reading it as 3:10. So I feel like based on where the timing of the solar eclipse, that's like a certain sign that you're supposed to decode. And I feel like maybe people who have the proper rights or the DNA activation are the ones who can truly be able to read that solar eclipse.
Yeah. So I don't like a lot of people be like, something gonna happen, something gonna happen. I don't get like that. I be like, oh, okay, so this means that there's another redemption is taking place. This is how I see it.
Yeah.
There's another redemption that just happened according to the timing of the stars and the people that I see doing the work on the ground, and I'm matching it up, right? Some of it is old work coming to the surface. Like I was getting them Garvey knocks, those crossroads. Now we talk about that eclipse. Now we talking about Clarence 13 next. And I just posted RZA breaking down the one of the numbers that he learned in the Nation of the Gods and Earths. I did a video a couple years ago about the 36 chambers. Right? 4 chambers of the lungs, 4 chambers of the heart, 4 chambers of the brain. Right? And each one of them, I gave book references to each points of each one of those things. Right? And it came out to a total of 36 book references.
Okay. So I know you and Young Elder, you guys kind of be talking a little bit about Tahuti. I just wanted to see if you can go in on who Tahuti is. I need like a clear definition, because I've heard so many different things. I've heard that Tahuti is Murdoch. I've heard that Tahuti is Enki's son. I've heard that Tahuti is actually Lucifer. And so I need a definition, man.
The Murdoch is the most wrongest one out of all of them. Murdoch is his brother. In this lifetime, it's 2 Murdochs. One is the son of Enki. One is the son. Enlil named his son Murdoch after Enki's son. So when Enlil moved to take over the God's seat of the earth, he put his son Marduk as the referee. The only problem that he had was that Marduk don't have a problem with Tahuti, Thoth, Ninigazita, the son of Enki. And he was the heir apparent when it was time for the Anunnaki to leave. They was leaving the God's seat to him as a birthright. So Marduk became the referee. He didn't want to be here. His daddy made him come. He pissed off that he here. And he say, I'm not going to help nobody. I'm just going to enforce the rules. Whoever break the rule and need to be dealt with, I'm going to deal with. But I don't really want to be down here. I don't like this earth shit. Right? The Enki son, Marduk, was like, shit, we want the smoke. And when it became a knowledge game, he became a master teacher.
Okay, so is Tahuti, is he gonna be playing a pretty big role?
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing a pretty big role when it's all said and done.
Oh shit, I should have known you was talking about yourself. Yeah, so see, I actually had this little thought, right, as I was looking into the Bible a little bit, because I was thinking that, because you was talking about scripts, right? So is it possible that when it talks about Moses, right, leading the Israelites, quote unquote, into the out of Egypt. And if we look at America right now, it's like modern day Egypt. Is it possible that it could have actually been talking about the future? Moses could be Tahuti or whoever talking about leading our